Hey class, I wanted to show you how to recreate the example in Statkey that that the book has that starts in section 4.4, page 269. This is the malevolent uniforms and penalties question. That is this kind of idea that maybe teams with more malevolent uniforms that look more aggressive or scary um, actually get more penalties. One thing to say with stuff like this is we're not saying why they get more penalties. We're not saying they're more aggressive or that the refs are being more harsh to them. We just want to know if there's a connection or if there's not a connection. We're talking about correlation here, not causation. Anywho, this is kind of what the end product will look like, but let's start from the start. We hit stat key. We're going to test for slope and correlation here. And we see randomization tests for slope and correlation. Notice all the databases are in here. For one of the homework problems, you'll be doing NHL malevolence, but we're going to stick with our NFL malevolence here and penalty yards. The book generated 10,000 samples, and we're going to test our hypotheses. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Note, actually, before I say that, here's the actual raw data. Here's the R-score, the correlation coefficient. Here's the slope and intercept for the equation. And so let's generate all these examples. So we'll have to click this 10 times, depending on how fast your computer is and the connection and all that. It might take a little while. There's your 10,000 examples. Now, if you look at this graph, this is the original data. So the more malevolent uniforms seem to have some light positive correlation with penalty yards. And what we're testing is that due to kind of just randomness, or is that actually a thing? So we can, first thing we need to know is we want to know if there's a positive correlation. So that's a right-tailed test. And now see that our R is 0.43. And you want to know if that's significant, if the p-value is significant. So I'm going to change this to 0.43. And it gives a p-value of 0.012. Remember, a p-value is the probability of your observation. Our observation was 0.43, or an equally or more extreme observation, extreme being right in this case, under this null hypothesis that there's no correlation. And that gives us a p-value of 0.012. Okay. Again, this is our null distribution, our distribution assuming the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis is the assumption of no correlation. And what we find with this small p-value is that there probably is a correlation between penalties and malevolent-looking uniforms. All right. That's it. Please, this is a bit more technical than we've been doing. This can be a bit confusing. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you later.